Hi internet people. So I warned you, remember? I'm not talking about Clairevoyant episodes because I am filming this far before the episode drop on Wednesday, even though this video is going up on a Saturday. So not talking about Clairevoyant, except to say it's very good. Annie Briggs and Natasha are hilarious. I love it so far. I'm sure I loved or will love the episodes that drop on Wednesday when I see them in the past. It's very weird filming these early, but because it's psychic themed, I actually have a very quick story about how Krista and I creeped out a psychic at a Halloween festival. Bum bum bum! Ah! So, okay. Halloween last year, so 2017. Krista came to visit me because Halloween is my favorite holiday, and there was this big thing happening there's this place called the Ohio History Connection. They have a historic village. They do this big history event where they like do old-timey stuff. They have psychics who come and they like do this whole themed thing. And so she came and we decided to check out some of the psychics. So some of them, it's just very like random. Like one is pick a cheese and I'll reveal your future. And it's very generic. It's just like he reads like a thing. But there were some of the psychics who got kind of creeped out. One of whom was the ruins. Like they did a reading your ruins thing. That one is the one I'm talking about. So we did a few. We did the cheese thing, which is goofy. We also did this dominoes one where I pulled double sixes and she was like, you're very lucky. No one ever does that. Whatever. But the one that was interesting was, okay, so to get your runes read, you went in at different times. So Krista went in first and then I went in after her. And during Krista's, she had told me what happened, but I wasn't in the little tent thingy, so I don't like 100% know. When I came in, the person who had just done Krista's reading goes, oh, you're the woman that she was talking about who's coming in after her, that she came to visit you, da-da-da. And I was like, yeah, no, like she's visiting. We didn't really go into detail. And she like has me do all the rune stuff and she goes, oh, you've recently met someone and you have a strong connection, like all of this stuff. And like, I was like, oh, yeah, no, that makes sense. And she was like, what? And I was like, oh, well, like, the person you met before me, she and I like just met and she came to visit, and this woman looks completely baffled, like shocked that she has said like you've met someone recently and you're really close. She had thought we were friends from like college because apparently Kristen never said when she met me. She just said like she was here with her friend, and because we both key a little young, a lot of people think we are not the ages that we are. So I frequently get mistaken for someone who's still in college or at least like in some sort of college program, and because it is an area with a lot of colleges, it's pretty common for there to be college students around. So she'd actually thought maybe we were college friends who were there like because we knew the area. She was very surprised. The way the reading was going, she just kept saying like, it's a very like sudden connection and like you're very close and did it like all this stuff where like I was like, oh, okay, like I was also like understanding it and then being like, oh, okay. And this woman is literally like freaking out, and then afterward, because she's like looking at me and like she was like, wait, what? Like you just met? Like I thought you were. And then I asked Krista, and Krista's like, no, I didn't tell her that we met like this year. She was like, I just said that I knew you and we were friends and I was visiting, and that was before we were dating. So like we completely freaked out the psychic somehow because of my rune reading. Fun fact. It was also very cool. So if you're ever in Ohio, in the Columbus area, they do this Halloween event. You can get your fortune told. There's a bunch of other ones, we didn't get to all of them. But that one was just interesting because literally she looked so freaked out once I like told her all of that I was like, oh, aren't you not supposed to be freaked out because you're a psychic? But it was really cool. So that was really fun. The dominoes one was fun too. But I just thought I would share that like fun random little like I freaked out a psychic story with all of you this week because I can't talk about the episodes. I will be back next week fully prepared to recap all the things and talk about all of my thoughts. I'm very excited to see what happens with Claire and Nico because that date in the first 5 episodes did not go well. I'm curious to see what happens with their psychic site, the madam, not brothel running madam, but you know what I mean. How that goes, what's up with the crystal ball. I have so many questions that will have been answered, I'm sure, in some capacity by the time this video goes up, but they haven't yet. Anyway, leave me your psychic experience thoughts in the comments below or on Twitter. I am at ClefNotes. You can find me on my blog, clefnotes.wordpress.com, or the Nerdy Girl Express, the NerdyGirlExpress.com, and our other Snapchat, the Nerdy Girl EXP. If you like this video, you should also give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more of me and more talk of Clairevoyant that's actually about Clairvoyant, please make sure you subscribe. Bye, internet people.